The new Vivo V60 is an interesting phone for sure. There is a collaboration with Pop Mart and ZSIGA as what we've shown here. At least for us here in Malaysia, we also have exclusive, actually useful and good looking merchandise that includes a silicone case with these things that looks like gibbets from a Crocs shoe. Actually, I should try installing one from my shoe. But all of that hinges on the phone itself. Is the phone itself actually good? Let's find out in today's video. Please also do watch our unboxing of the Popmart with ZSIGA collaboration and hit that like and subscribe button too. So let's talk about the collaboration with Popmart and ZSIGA first. We have some exclusive merch like the phone case, a pouch, and also a strap as well. I think that this collaboration is great as I believe that it actually makes the whole collaboration worthwhile and you get some useful things out of that exclusive merch. Even the cameras have this special watermark that seems to be only available for us here in Malaysia as well, because I checked with another friend in Indonesia, they don't seem to have it. And I'm not sure how you yourself can get all of these exclusive merch yourself, but maybe we'll have a giveaway since we don't have any use for it. We have to return this V60 after we're done with the review anyway, so do like and subscribe and we'll share more details about that giveaway sometime later, I would say. As you've seen, the entire collaboration between Vivo and ZSIGA is all within this purple color range. That's because this phone has a new purple color that they're calling it berry purple. It's like a great purple and I kinda love it. The phone does have rounded edges and it is very nice to hold as well. Interestingly, the camera bump looks very familiar, and then I realized that this is actually very similar to how the X200 FE's camera bump is shaped. So let's talk about the cameras now. The Vivo V60 has triple cameras, but the ultra-wide-angle camera is placed outside of the camera bump. Yeah, the X200 FE has this kind of design as well. Still, it's pretty good since both the main and telephoto cameras are 50 megapixel sensors. For daylight shots, all the cameras are actually great. The details are good, the colors are amazing, and the color consistency between all the three cameras are great too, because they all produce the same colors. Indoor shots has good colors across all the three cameras, though the clarity of the ultra-wide-angle camera is a bit noisy. Do keep in mind that we have to turn off the auto lens switching feature in the camera settings menu so that it will actually use the telephoto camera instead of digitally zooming it in at 3x zoom. Once the auto lens switching feature is turned off, the pictures actually look very good. This is especially true for night shots because 3x digital zoom night shots is just extremely noisy and 3x optical zoom is just so much better in comparison. The video side of things is a bit disappointing as the Vivo V60 can only take up to 1080p 60fps or 4K 30fps videos. Stabilization is not that good as it is jittery all along, though the colors are great. I can only suggest you to not walk while filming and it will be fine. The screen is actually fine as well for this phone. The Vivo V60 has a 6.7-inch AMOLED screen with a resolution of 2393 by 1080 pixels, and it also goes up to the typical 120Hz refresh rate. With its default color profile, this screen can go up to 1460 nits in auto brightness mode. That's actually very good. The color accuracy is already surprisingly high at its default settings because it already covers nearly 98% of DCI-P3 color gamut. Though the delta E number is a tad bit high, but I would say that is an outlier because the average is extremely low. When we headed into the settings menu, we can turn on the bright color profile and the DCI-P3 color gamut coverage can go up to nearly 100%. The maximum delta E number is also high, but the average is still very low, so again, it should be an outlier. Overall, this is a great screen. Just leave it in its default color settings is already good enough, honestly. Another surprise with the Vivo V60 is that it is one of the first phones to be using the new Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 chipset that was released back in May. The performance though is a bit weird. Yeah, we can at most get 40 FPS at first, but then it can thermal throttle and drop to around 30 FPS only. Zenless Zone Zero is actually consistent, but it is below 30 FPS at like most of the time. At least it doesn't have any major frame rate fluctuations, which make it more tolerable to play the game. Wuthering Waves seems to have some sort of loading speed issue as there are a lot of texture pop in, but the gameplay is overall still okay despite having lower average frame rates. Despite being a Snapdragon 7 series of chipset, it should be more efficient, but in actuality, it gets hot quite fast while gaming. As for the battery life, this phone comes with a 6500 mAh battery, and it can also last up to 23 hours and 15 minutes in our standardized battery life test. Quite good in that regard. As for the charging speed, it does come with a 90-watt proprietary charger in the box, and it can also charge from 15% to completion in nearly 50 minutes. And now I'm just gonna skip ahead because even if we enable the fastest charging speed possible in the settings menu, it will still take around the same time to charge as well. Even our USB PD-PPS charger will yield similar results as well. When we compare all of the 3 charging test results, they take about the same time to reach the 100% and 50% mark too. So I would say good job there, Vivo. We don't have to use the proprietary charger and cable to get fast charging, and I truly appreciate that. As for the software, this is basically the same as the Vivo V50 and most of the other Vivo phones that we've tried. It's smooth to use and actually great, though there are definitely still ads. We can remove most of those apps and disable some of the features that show us those ads. But otherwise, Funtouch OS is a pretty decent one, and I would say it is, well, better than some of the other skins that we've tried. And a few more things to mention here, the Vivo V60 does use a USB 2.0 port at the bottom with no display output capability, has a dual SIM card slot, and also an IR blaster at the top as well. The ultimate question is, should you buy the Vivo V60? Well, I don't have the price right now, and future me is here. The Vivo V60, at least for us here in Malaysia, is starting at the same price as the Vivo V50. So it is at 1,999 ringgit Malaysia. To me, I think that this price is, well, it's hitting a sweet spot since it's the same price as the V50. And for all of the hardware and software features that it packs, I think this is a very good price. And there you have it. Let me know what do you think about the new Vivo V60 and is it a phone that you will get? What do you think about this new purple color? And let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video. Yay!